Hey there, Sid here with another trade recap. Today is October 4th, first Monday of this month, and all S&P 500 and Nasdaq were bleeding out, and tech sector was specifically uh, bleeded a lot, and Tesla was no exception to that. But since they reported a good delivery number, I was expecting it to move um, it I was expecting it to show some kind of like a bullish move throughout the day, and that happened right when the market opens. Even before that, in the pre-market hours, it gapped up, and then it continued that bull run towards around like 10 or something close to that. And when it started curling up, I decided to jump into the trade, and I bought call spread 795 to 800 call spread. And if you haven't watched my previous video, watch that, because in last two trades that I took on Tesla on last two Fridays back to back, I lost a good chunk of money because I was chasing Tesla very hard. And from that mistake, I learned not to chase Tesla. So when I uh, got some profit on my trade, I closed the position at that moment. And as you can see, that was a right call, because after that, after I closed my position, Tesla made 806.97, kind of like it moved higher. It made few green candles, and then after that it was like constant sell off, and you can see that that down that downward trend continues till the market closed. And here is my let me show you the actual trade. So this is Tesla call spread that I bought 795 800, bought it for 273 and sold it for 325, and earned around $52 on it. So the next trade that I took on was PTON, and I'm not sure like what exactly going on with this Peloton, but it's kind of like selling off day after day. And when I saw that, when I saw this initial move towards the downside, I decided to jump in, and I closed this trade. I jumped into this trade within this area between 10:30 and 10:45, and I closed that trade pretty quickly because I made a mistake. I was let me show you what mistake I did. I bought 82 put. I bought 10 contracts at 358, 3.358. That was my fill price, and I didn't know that I bought 10 contracts. Whenever you are playing with options, just be mindful about the size, because that size multiplies with your profit or loss, and it can go in either direction very fast, very quickly. So when I saw that, like I bought 10 contracts and I sold my first contract for 363. And when I noticed that, like, it's still showing me some movement in my profit and loss, and when I checked it carefully, I realized that I still have 9 contracts left. So I immediately closed that position, and that was a decent trade. It was nothing fantastic or anything like that. On that trade I made $50, but that was the right call, because as you can see, like, it kind of like turn around and started making this V-shaped recovery for the day. So I basically saved myself from a potential um, loss. Basically, on the both Tesla and PTON trade, I was cautious, but at the same time, I was a little bit lucky over there in both of the trades. But nonetheless, I followed my rules. I follow. I was disciplined. I learned from my mistake and got a green for the day. So in both trades, I made $102, which is good considering the market is bleeding badly. And I hope that we are kind of like in oversold territory if you look at the Nasdaq and S&P 500. So I'm kind of expecting some kind of like a uh, recovery play or bounce back. But let's see what market has to offer. Trading is risky. Just be mindful about what you are doing. Learn from your mistake and don't repeat that mistake in your next trade. If you are not familiar with what you are doing, just take your time, learn everything about the stock market, build your own strategy by trading in simulator, and once you build up that proven strategy, then enter into the market with the real money.